students, in the previous class we learned about direct proportion, in which one quantity is related with the other quantity in such a way that the change in one quantity affects in the same way as the second quantity. That is, an increase in the first quantity will give an increase in the second quantity, and a decrease in the first quantity will show a decrease in the second quantity. Now today we are going to learn something different from that. That is, when two quantities are related in such a way that when one quantity increases, the other quantity decreases. Such type of proportion are called inverse proportion or indirect proportion. Now, if you consider x, see, we have learned that how to write x varies as y. This is read as x is proportionate to y or x varies as y. But when you have to write x is inversely proportionate to y, we write in a different way. That is, x is inversely proportionate to or proportionate to inverse of y. Here 1 upon y is the multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of y. See here 1 upon y. So as y increases, 1 upon y decreases. So x is inversely proportionate to y. Now when x is directly proportionate to y, we have learnt that x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2 is equal to x3 upon y3, etc. will be k constant. Now if x is inversely proportionate to y or x is proportional to 1 upon y, then the condition will be x1 y1 is equal to x2 y2 is equal to x3 y3 is equal to k, a constant. Now how do we get it? Whenever you write two quantities are in proportion, that means the first quantity is equal to a constant multiplied by second quantity. So x is equal to k into 1 upon y. That is, x into y is equal to k. So this is the condition for inverse proportion. And in direct proportion we already learnt x upon y is equal to k is condition for direct proportion. So this is for inverse proportion. And for direct proportion we have learnt x upon y is equal to k. So this is for direct proportion. Okay. Now let us start with exercise 13.2. The first question is, you need to identify whether the given conditions are in direct proportion or inverse proportion. Which of the following are in inverse proportion? The number of workers on a job and the time to complete the job. Think of the condition. For example, if you are given to clean a classroom. If we give for 10 students for one day to clean the classroom, and the second day the same type of classroom is given to 15 students, will they take more time to clean it or less time to clean it? Naturally, if everybody works in the same way, the work will be done faster. When more people are doing the work will be done faster. So what type of proportion is it? The more the number of people, the less the time taken. So the first question is inverse variation or inverse proportion. Okay. Exercise 13.2. The first question is to identify. So the first one is inverse. Now second question is the time taken for a journey and the distance travelled in a uniform speed. What do you mean by uniform speed? Uniform speed means the same speed throughout. Okay. So if a vehicle is moving with the same speed, how much time will it take? When you increase the distance, it will take more time. So the more the distance, the more will be the time. So both are increasing. So it is direct variation. So first one is inverse, second one is direct. Now the third question is area of cultivated land and the crop harvested. See children, when they give conditions like this, it is understood that see, somebody may say that if it is not cultivated properly, sometimes if there is no rain and all, you may not get the same type of harvest or same amount of harvest. But here the condition is considered as uniform. That is, if proper conditions are given, then if you increase the land, then the crop harvested also will increase. If you cultivate in more land, it will give you more yield. So it is also direct variation. Now the fourth one is the time taken for a fixed journey and the speed of the vehicle. See, if you are going with a speed of 20 km per hour, you take 2 hours for example. If you increase the speed, will you take 2 hours or more than 2 hours or less than 2 hours? So when you increase the speed, what happens? The time taken will decrease. At the same time, see children, speed is always dangerous, right? When you go with high speed, everything come to stop, or it may get affect your life also. So always control your speed. So what type of variation is it? The time taken for a journey and the speed is inverse variation. And the fifth question in that is the population of a country and the area of land per person. To understand this, you just think of your own house. If you are two children are there in your house, the space, or you think of something eatables, if you think, it will be easy to understand. If you bring one chocolate among 2 children, if you have to divide, you get half each. As the number of people increase, what happens to the amount of chocolate that you get? The quantity of chocolate that you get will decrease. Similarly, or if you think of the land of your parents, father got 20 vigha farm. If you are 2 children, you may get 10 vigas. If you are 4 children, you will get 5. So as the number of people increases, the land per person decreases. So it is inverse proportion. Now the next question is, in a television game show, the prize money of rupees 1 lakh is to be divided equally amongst the winners. Complete the following table and find whether the prize money given to an individual winner is directly or inversely proportional to the number of winners. Now let us see the table. What table is given is here the number of winners on one side and the prize money. Now what is given? If there is only one person, that person will get 1 lakh. Now if there are 2 people, $50,000. So what is happening to the money and the number of people. First you think, when there is one person and it is increased to 2 people, the money which was 1 lakh became 50,000. So increased or decreased? Yes, it is decreased. So when the number of winners increase, the money got by each person decrease. So what type of proportion? Inverse proportion. X is inversely proportionate to Y here. Now what you are asked to find out is, here they have given you 4, 5, 8, 10 and 20. If the number of people increases like this, what will be the amount received by each person? And you have to find out. So here Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5, Y6, Y7. What is the condition? XY is equal to K. So 1 into 1 lakh equal to 2 into 50,000 is equal to 4 into Y3, 5 into Y4, 8 into Y5, 10 into Y6 and 20 into Y7. All will be equal. Okay, that is the condition. Now we have to find out each value of Y. Now if you take this 2, see Y3 is equal to, what will you get? 2 into 50,000 divided by 4. So 2 2s are 4 and 2 25s are, so Y3 will be equal to 25,000. So 4 people 25,000. So if you want to take this 2, now you can take, that is 4 into 25, that is 4 into Y3 is equal to 5 into Y4. So what is Y3? 4 into 25,000 is equal to 5 into Y4. So Y4 is equal to 4 into 25,000 upon 5. 5 5s are 25, 5 4s are 20. So you get 20,000 rupees. So if there are 4 people, each one will get 20,000. Now let us find out if the number increases further, what happens? See, we got that if there are 4 people, you get 20,000. Sorry, 5 people, 20,000. So if there are 8 people, how much they will get? So what will be Y5 equal to? 5 into 20,000 upon 8. See, 8 25s are 200. So 5 into 25, 125 followed by, that is 12,500. So if there are 5 people, they will get 12,500 each. Now if there are 8 people, each one will get 12,500. If there are 5 people, each one will get 20,000. Now if there are 10 people, 10 into Y6 is equal to 8 into 12500, that is 12,500. So Y6 is equal to 8 into 12,500 divided by 10. So what will you get? 125 into 8 is 125 into 2 is 250. 4 will be 500. 10 will be 1000. And one more 0, that is 10,000. So if there are how many people? 10 people, then each one will get 10,000. Now if there are 20 people, 20 into y7 is equal to 10 into 10,000. So y7 is equal to upon 20. Each one will get 5,000. So as the number of people increases, the amount each one get will decrease. That's all for today. In the next class, we will solve the remaining problems from this exercise. Thank you.